Hey guys, Kate Side here with Noe B, and tonight we were here at Rock's XTREME Fight Night in Corpus Christi. Man, Jeff, let's talk a little bit about that fight. What'd you think about the show overall?
I'm going to tell you something. It was a great show. It was a great blend of pro and amateur. And, you know, the amateurs, you know, they kicked off the show right, and the pros took it home, you know, like they usually do. The main event was what I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to seeing Julia Jones and Paulina Granados lock up and everything like that. And it was a good, you know, stand and bang session. There was a little bit of ground, but there was something for everyone tonight, I think.
I'll tell you what, man, when it comes, you know, having a girl fight as the main event, one thing I can tell you, man, in MMA fights, man, girls, they come out to fight, they have something to prove, and they come out swinging, man. So definitely that was a good fight, man. They came out swinging. I was definitely excited. But like you said, like the amateurs, when they started the fight, I mean, they came out, you had some excellent finishes. You had knockouts and tap-outs.
Absolutely, and you know, that's really what the amateurs are looking, especially the ones that we had on the card, because, you know, some of them have a lot to prove as they move forward with their amateur career, and, you know, you're really looking for that good knockout or that good submission to really cement you. I mean, you know, the last thing you want to do is leave it up to the judges.
Yeah, and that almost happened in one of the cards. One of the fighters actually won the fight, and I had him winning the fight, but one judge gave it 30-27. Not giving him the fight, you know. So sometimes you definitely don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges. You hear that time and time after. I mean, so that's one thing you got to look out for, man.
Well, we had a couple of controversial decisions actually tonight. In fact, actually the one that kind of sticks out to me was with Trevon Hobbs and Kirk Hubble. You know, I mean, they ended up giving that one to Kirk Hubble via split decision. My opinion, I honestly think that Trevon actually was more aggressive in that fight, actually, and I think his technique was a little bit better. There was also another good fight, which was Aaron Gomez and Washington Luis. That was a great fight.
I'll tell you what, and I was talking to Aaron at backstage, interviewing him. Aaron is one of those fighters, I tell him he's like a robot, man. He's a Terminator because he keeps on coming and coming and coming. The punching power, you know, he needs that punching power, but he has the punches. But tonight he showed punching power in his punches, basically. He was coming in, being quick with his punches, coming up with a beautiful hook to the body, landing it hard. Then he lands a solid elbow. And I was joking around about it, but it really happened. He threw an elbow so hard, man, the sweat came and slapped me right in the face, cage side. And you know what? I was like, damn, man, I had to wipe my face off. Then I had to go to the restroom later on, wipe it off. But you know what, man? He came out, he executed that fight. He definitely earned that fight, man. He trained so hard for that fight.
Well, Noe, I can't feel sorry for you when you sit close to the splash zone, because you and everybody knows what happens when you sit that close to the cage. That's definitely going to happen. But yeah, it was really interesting to see his striking game, because it's obviously improved in this last camp. Washington also impressed me because he did more striking, and he is a total Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. So it was interesting to see him do that. And another fight that I was looking forward to was actually Lewis Carter and Reyes. That was the catchweight at 195. Now, Lewis Carter, you know, I mean, you know, he's a staff sergeant in the U.S. Army, and, you know, he got outboxed, and that was impressive as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of turn of events in this card. David Armas, actually, that fight. Yeah. That was a spectacular fight. I told him, I was honest with him. I like that guy, man, because he has heart. But his game has stepped up to the next level, man. His striking was on point. He was picking his shots, and he landed some serious, I'm talking about serious knees to the head, where that his opponent, Igor, I believe, Igor from Brazil, it just swelled up. It looked like another head was coming out.
Well, what it was an orbital bone fracture, which I kind of figured what would happen, because the minute that I saw that happening, I was just like, man, oh man. But Igor Zavaris, you know, I mean, he's a tough guy, you know, out of Twin Wolves MMA, Harker Heights by way of Rio. And but I'm going to tell you, the Macaco Gold team, they surprise me each and every time. Jorge Patino, you know, I mean, he had a guy on the, you know, he's going to have so many representatives coming to Rocks, and just seeing him here and seeing him out of Houston, you know, it's awesome. It really is.
Well, good deal, man. We had exciting fights, man. It definitely showed. Last week we were at Rocks in Austin. This week we're at Rocks in Corpus. And it's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to grow and put on spectacular fights like they always do. Man, it was a great show. And like always, man, it's a pleasure working with you, Jeff. And, you know, we'll see you on the next one.
All right. We'll see you.